This is Wayne Viener in studio at CBS Studios in Baltimore. It's Saturday, January 12th. Getting ready to go live this morning on TerpTalk. Bruce is back, so it makes it a happy day. Plus, according to the Washington Post, John Wall's back today. Our big topics, Maryland FSU, and then Sunday night, Maryland Miami. Of course, it's an NFL playoff weekend. We'll be back here on the radio live in a few minutes at 7:56 right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at number 52, Bruce Posner!
Yeah!
And there's
It's my turf!
There is the famous dance. He's now on the field. Let's hear it for him.
Alright. I'm back. Back in spirit, back in everything. Kelly and Associates Insurance Group TerpTalk. Voice is still a little weak, but I got Wayne here, I got Andy here, I got Mason here. We'll have Freddie on later. Mark Turgeon announced last night that Shaquille Clear would start in the post with Alex in the 4 position. Post-game, Turgeon said that we really were weak at the 4 position the other night.
Well, you have to really bring some spirited play. Florida State got too many offensive rebounds. They tried Mitchell, they tried Paget. At the end of the game, Des Wells was in there. But you need a reliable rebounding forward. And I'll tell you, Alex Len can shoot it. Every time he pops out, you're like, that guy can make the jump shot. But it's also a big plus for Clear. He's been rebounding better. He's showing toughness. And as a Terp fan, for those who watch the game, man, down the stretch, we couldn't get a rebound. We couldn't establish Maryland basketball. And it hurt us. We went 11.5 minutes with only scoring 7 points the second half.
Seemed like 43-42 was forever.
Yeah, we got stuck on that score. And every time down, you're like, all right, we're going to get it. And we throw the ball away.
Point guard is up in the air, it seems, between Seth Allen and Pishon. Pishon really had an off game the other night. They only had him registered for 3 turnovers, but I don't know who was counting. It was a pretty tough game.
Well, you're saying that it's between the two. One of the problems there is neither one of them standing out as somebody who want to have the ball in their hands when we need to score. So if you look back to last year, we sort of got stuck in a situation, and Nick Faust, who really isn't a point guard, ended up playing point guard for a long time.
It did a very, very good job as the season went on.
So maybe we go back to having Nick out at the point, giving us a third option. But you're right, without a point guard out there, we look a little rudderless. We just can't get into the right sets. I was hoping, he's a bit of contention here, I was hoping Alex Len would be standing there on the block screaming for the basketball.
You're too tough on Alex Len. Alex Len's doing a good job. It's only his second year, still just learned the language. You better look at Des Wells, 2 for 9, 5 turnovers. 5 turnovers for Seth. Logan Ehrenhold.
Hey, that's
if he's
my
hot,
guy.
If Logan hits his threes in the first half.
Right, we get a blowout. Well,
Yeah.
we had a 9-point lead going in the half.
Yeah, but you knew that game was in trouble. At any point in that game, there's no way you could have felt comfortable. There's no way in the world.
So Aaron Holt goes 1 for 5, missing some open looks. He actually goes 1 for 6 for the game, 1 for 5 behind the arc. The other day, Saturday, number 10, Jake Lehman hits the court, and he is phenomenal. Lights out shooting. He opens the game with a 3 against Virginia Tech. Maryland rolls. Put him in the game against Florida State. He hits a 3, and then that was the end of the offensive performance there. So there's a lot of people that didn't quite live up to what it looked like was a fantastic start against Virginia Tech. 1 basket. We come down. Seth Allen gets a shot blocked with 1 second left, and we lose.
Well, it wasn't. He was in a tough position. Turgeon said he hadn't had a lot of time to work with him on that position. After the IUPI game, I asked Turge what was he worried about, and he said he was worried about close games and playing a team that was as physical as us. All right.
Well, they were more physical than us. In Florida State.
They were that night. Now I got news for you. Sunday, we're in for a major headache with this Kenny Raji and Julian Gamble.
Yeah.
These two bigs are tough. They're tough as nails. And it's going to be an extremely, extremely tough game.
Well,
I know I've got my man Freddie down there on assignment for that game. Go ahead.
So I'll go back in time. We'll do that wavy thing they do on television. We'll go back in time. The ball goes in the basket. Seth makes a three. Maryland pulls it out. Can you imagine the jubilation that we would have lived through? We were one shot away, which seems to be a Maryland trademark, one shot away from a completely different outcome.
Yeah, but you know what? Even if we won the game, there was problems in that game.
True.
All right.
Just like saying that sales dollars will overcome any problem in an organization, we were one basket away.
No.
Overcoming.
There was only one game. We lost by 2 or 3 points.
Right.
It wasn't like we got blown out. I mean,
No, but it's the style of the game. It's the fact that we got it taken to us. And now that's exposed our weakness. If you're a big guy, if you're the tough kid on the block, maybe you can come into Comcast and take it to us.
no. You're not looking at the right weakness. The weakness in this team right now is they're going to expose and pressure at the point. They're going to press us. They're going to be all over Pishon and Seth and everyone else. That's the problem. Even when all was said and done, our rebounding was equal. We weren't out-rebounded per se. In fact, I think we still out-rebounded them.
We might have, but the rebounds they got, they turn around and put right back in the basket. If you're going to give up 6 inches, right in front of the basket, you can't get a rebound on defense. I'm going to say that's as big a problem as not being able to get the ball over half court.
Well, 18 turnovers, you're not going to win many ACC games, against good teams. I'm concerned, and so are you. I mean, we're picking on 2 problems that are completely separate, and
Right.
they're both enough to make you lose, either
They
one
are.
by itself. 21 scouts were in attendance. Alex contributed his usual 6 for 12 shooting. Oh, wait a minute, that was against Virginia Tech. What did he go for the other day?
Well, Alex Len was 5 for 11 from the floor and 5 for 7 from the line. He got 15 points
How many
and
rebounds?
10 rebounds.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I want somebody to be the guy. I want somebody screaming for the ball at the end that's my team.
Wayne, we lost that game at the 4 position, not at Alex Len. Mitchell and Shaquille Clear were almost invisible in that game.
It's hard for Shaq to be invisible. But
Well, that's why he's moving Shaq to the center, and he's leaving Len at the 4, and hoping that creates more action among the big guys.
Okay, let's just say you're correct. Who's the guy? I want a guy. I want a guy.
I thought the guy was going to be Des Wells.
So did I, but he's not, so I still need a guy.
The guy's Nick Faust. All right, I
So
honestly.
what's wrong with his back? I don't really know. I keep hearing back spasms. He got bruised.
I
Do you
don't
know anymore?
No, I don't know. How can I know? I haven't been there. I've been sick.
Everybody talks to Bruce. Sick or well, people still talk to Bruce.
It's funny you said that, but I don't know what the problem is with Nick. I do know that down the wire, Nick was the glue. Nick was the guy that made it happen. Let's shift subjects for a second here, and we'll get back to hoops. This rgIII thing really, really bothered me. I'm not a Redskins fan.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
Well, however, I'm an rgIII fan. I love the kid. I think he's something special. Now, if you remember,
Yeah, I understand. I think we would have won. We being the Redskins, stepping out of character here, and actually I'm rooting for this team. I bought my own tickets to go to the game. We left the game on the field. We had no offense after rgIII got hurt. And I don't know.
why did Shanahan get away with this?
I don't know. Maybe I have no clue. There was one time you referenced he got hurt and he went in the shed. They took the knee brace off. Seattle gets the ball. They come up with a 3rd down really quick and throw a pass out that I'm not sure the tight end caught. He rumbles for 12 yards. It's a 1st down. rgIII was still in the shed at that point. So if the Redskins got Seattle 3 and out, I think you're going to see Cousins because rgIII's off in the locker room with his pants off getting his knee redone.
What's in that shed?
It's called a magic shed. I'm sure that Danny Sunder probably wants a sponsor. It should be like the Tylenol shed. The opposing team doesn't have one, but behind the Redskins bench, there's a lean-to, there's a shed set up that when there's an injury, you go in there, you can take your pants off, get your braces readjusted, maybe some Demerol or whatever's back there, and suddenly people spring out of the shed and go back into the game.
Good call, Ronnie. Very, very good call. Thanks a lot. All right, let's hit out our first break before we do